There is a story about a young man who once approached the Buddha and asked, "Why is life so full of suffering?" The Buddha looked at him with compassion and said, "Suffering is a part of life, but it is not life itself. What you do with it, that is where life finds its meaning." In our lives, suffering is inevitable. It comes in many forms: loss, heartbreak, failure, even the quiet pain of loneliness. Often, we ask ourselves, why me? Why this pain? But today, I want to guide you to a deeper question: what can this suffering teach me? How can it bring meaning to my life? I remember a farmer who came to me years ago. He had lost his crops to a storm. Everything he had worked for was gone. In his grief, he said, "What is the point of trying if life can take it all away so easily?" I asked him, if there were no storms, how would the trees grow strong roots? Suffering shapes us, but it doesn't have to break us. The loss of his crops forced the farmer to change, to adapt, to find a way to grow that would withstand future storms. His resilience became his strength, and his strength gave his life a new sense of purpose. Meaning is not something we find outside ourselves. It is something we create within, especially in the face of difficulty. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, once said, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Even in the darkest moments, we have a choice. We can allow pain to consume us, or we can use it as a stepping stone to grow, to learn, to become more compassionate. How, then, do we find this meaning? The first step is to accept suffering as a natural part of life. Fighting it only deepens the pain. Instead, ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? Second, focus on what you can control. Often, we dwell on the why instead of the what now. The farmer couldn't stop the storm, but he could plant new seeds. Similarly, we can always take one small step forward, even in the midst of hardship. And finally, remember that meaning often comes from connection. When we turn our suffering into a way to help others, we transform it into a gift. The pain you endure today can become the light that guides someone else tomorrow. Suffering is not the enemy. It is a teacher. And when we listen, when we grow, when we give back, we find that even in the face of life's greatest challenges, there is meaning. There is purpose. There is beauty.